Hello and welcome to Beta House Studio. This is Benjamin, General Manager here, and we got an unboxing we're going to do today. We've got some new stuff here that we want to share with you guys, and we're excited about this because this is another piece of equipment that we're adding to our repertoire here that is going to be something that makes it easy for you to come in and do your recording. In this case, this is something that's addressed to podcasting, which is just part of what we do, but this is a pretty major thing. This is the RØDECaster Pro. This is something that's been out for a little bit, but it's a new piece of equipment for us, and we're super excited to add it into our configuration here for you at Beta House Studio in San Diego. So let's open this guy up and let's see what's inside. We'll do a good unboxing, let you see what's inside here. Hey, we have got giant instruction cards. Love it. There we go. So there's a nice picture of the RØDECaster. Take one, take two, take three. So this is all the good stuff here. Let's look and see what's in the box first before we read all the instructions, right? Nice foam casing here. Sturdy. Man, okay, good. There it is. Wow. Nice. This has got a much smaller profile than our standard soundboard that we use here in the studio. And no, super excited about this. Quality check passed, number 3. Thank you, number 3, whoever you are. So we'll pull it out of the plastic in just a second. We've got all-important power cable. And we've got RØDECaster Pro. Let's do this in this little box right here. What comes included? So we have a USB-C to USB cable. We have the power brick. There we go. Thought that was a little light. And we have some wipeable cards. Very cool for the touchpads that are on the unit here for sound effects and intro music and that sort of thing. So very cool. So different clients that you can come in and you'll have your buttons preset to what they are, and then we just wipe and reset. That's awesome. I didn't know that was coming. So yeah, so let's look at the board itself here, and we'll see what we've got, huh? All right, very lightweight. Pull it out of the plastic. Just a note, anytime you can keep your equipment dust-free with a cover, you want to make sure you do that. Oh, nice, good. I thought that was a sticker. Warning, this equipment features headphone outputs that can produce very high volume levels. Don't have your headphones all cranked up before you put them on. Make sure you know your levels. Okay, that's just a safety thing. We'll get that off in a minute. All right, so we've got 4 channels here. We've got basic faders for all of these. Pretty smooth motion, nothing crazy going on here. We've got a listen button, so you can listen to just that channel, and then there's a mute button on here. So there's 4 audio. You got your primary person, and if you got a couple guests on your show, you can add them in here. Then over here, this is your USB connection, so if you have your computer or something like that, you can tie in through that. Then there's a connection here for your phone, so you can run somebody, if you're doing an interview over the phone, you plug your phone in here, and then you have their audio line straight into your podcast. And then we have a Bluetooth button over here, which could then be from a different type of input source. And then you get your main fader. Oh no, so there's your fader for your sound effects. So very cool. Giant record button. You're not going to miss that one. And here are there's your volume right there. And then these are your individual headphone knobs right here. So if you want to have everybody with their own headset on, you can do that here on the back. So we've got input 1, 2, 3, and 4 for your microphones. Then your headphone inputs 1, 2, 3, and 4 here with your standard 1/4 inch jacks. Then you've got a left and right 1/4 inch. I'm gonna guess that's an output there. This does run off a micro SD, which we think is a little unusual. I would guess with the size of what's going on in here is strictly just a will it fit issue for the SD card going in the back, because everything you record on here very handily runs directly into here, or you have a USB out. So that's something that's cool. So if you want to record directly to your computer, you can do that. Or if you want to record onto that micro SD card, then you can do that as well, and then transfer the files over however you need to. Yeah, power cable and power switch. And then there's a little spot to lock it down, so it doesn't walk away if you have a open studio space. So like I said, super lightweight, lots of stuff to look at on the screen, but we're not going to get into that right now. And the brass touch plate. So super cool. But that is the RØDECaster the Class A servo bias with preamps and AFX on board. RØDECaster Pro podcasting mixer board. So, and through the magic of television, whoosh, I have changed clothes. We are back here in the studio now, and in just a second we will switch from the ceremonic microphone, the shotgun microphones on the top of the camera, and into the board here. Actually, why wait?
Done. Okay, so now we're using the audio here through the SM7B, and I can fade myself up and down. I'm right here. I'm running through, I have a micro SD card here in the back. You want to make sure you have a high speed micro SD card, high write and read speed. This one right here has 123 hours of recording that you can do on it. It's 128 gig card, and so there's plenty of room and space to do that sort of thing. You're not going to do a recording that long, but that's okay. A couple features I'll run through here with you real quick on the board. Number one is we got 4 channels right here on the top. Those are for your microphones. The Shure SM7B is a dynamic microphone, so when you hit the channels here, you can kind of get into some settings for your microphones here. And so up here at the top, Rode has some preloaded of their microphones, so you have those settings already ready to go, or you can choose a condenser microphone or a dynamic, which is what's going on here. And so with the Shure SM7B, there's a couple things to be mindful of. Number one, it needs something that's called a cloud lifter. That's in the line. Down here, you can't see it. And this is also a microphone that requires a phantom power. And so this handles that too. So you can handle that all in here in your levels. You can turn phantom power off. And I come back. So phantom power is necessary for what's going on here. You can change your gain levels here as well. Those are separate from your fader levels. Under voice, you get to choose your tone. If you're deep like me, medium or high, or the strength of your voice, soft, medium, or strong. I actually have mine on medium right now. I'm being pretty direct though, so I could bump it up to strong. It just depends on what setting you're in. If you're in a fun, laid-back conversation with your friends, you might want to knock it back down to medium because you're going to kind of chit-chat around here. But anyway, so those settings are all there and to be good to go. All right. So every channel you get to do that sort of stuff with. It also already has your compressor, your de-esser, high-pass filters, noise gates. There's options for ducking on here, which is a multi-track with audio and music and that sort of thing going on. And then there's some stuff for the post side where it's already doing work as well. That just makes it sound really good. That's what the AFX on board here is. There's the aural exciter, and then there's the big bottom, which gives that nice, warm, deep, professional sound, okay? And then there's some processing stuff that goes along with this as well. So there's some settings in here, which if you're coming in to use this, you really don't have to worry about it. We'll get it all set up for you. But the other thing I want to show you, the main thing, is that there's some options on here that really are going to liven up your podcasting experience if you're coming into the studio to do podcasting. Number one is that you can plug your computer directly in. So if you have a Zoom interview or something that you're wanting to do, then you'll be good to go, okay? But what I've got is the computer is plugged in here. I've got it just went into my settings here on the computer. And then we'll go to sound. This is super easy. And then for output, I've got the USB going to the RØDECaster Pro. For the input, I've got RØDECaster Pro. So if I wanted to, they could also record directly from here onto this into a program rather than using the micro SD card in the back. So that's all set up and ready to go. And so if I want to, I can play, I don't know.
Hey, and welcome to BetaHouse.life. I'm Elizabeth.
There we go.
And I'm Benjamin.
On this podcast,
So you can fade stuff in and out, or if you're doing a Zoom interview, that sort of thing, that's all there. The second one is you can run your phone line directly through. Now, I don't have the dongle here with me, but you can run your dongle, thanks Apple, directly into, it looks like a headphone jack. It's called a TRRS jack in the back. And then you could, again, fade in and out. These all have mutes and individual listen buttons as well. And then the third thing in here, which is really snazzy, is that there is a Bluetooth option. So I'm going to hop into my phone here and make sure my settings are correct. And I'm going to turn on Bluetooth. Okay, here we go. And then I'm going to go into the settings here. I'm going to go into hardware settings, actually, to pair up for the first time. I'm going to turn on Bluetooth to the board. I'm going to hit pair. Yes, I want to pair it to a smartphone. And now I'm going to have it pop up. Click RØDECaster Pro. And through the magic of wireless stuff, I'm connected with my phone now into the board. So let's pull up something that I can, again, play without getting in trouble, which is going to be the Beta House podcast. All right. And here we go. Wrong fader. House Studio.
What
There
does
we go.
GM stand for?
General Manager.
Okay, just wanted to double check that it wasn't
There you
like
go. Genuinely meandering.
great motorist or
Yeah. So anyway, so there's that as well. So you can Bluetooth anything, and if you get some sound effects or some audio clips you want to play with your phone, you can do that too. Super cool. The last thing I want to show you real quick here is the effects panel down the side. The cool thing is on your computer, we can drag and drop all sorts of audio clips, funny things, whatever the sound effects you might need are in. The top one up here is set for our Beta House music. There you go. There's your example. Whatever your song is, you can fade it in and out. Intro, outro music can all be separate on here. If you've got something you want to do for a segue in between, you can do that sort of thing as well. What's preloaded in here right now are just some little silly sound effects. So if I tell a funny joke, I can... Oh, no, you're too good. You're too good. Okay. Or if you're telling a scary story, woo, you can have that sort of thing in there. If you tell a joke, again, you could do one of those. Or if it just didn't go the way you thought it was going to. There we go. So lots of fun stuff. And this, again, possibilities are endless. You've got 8 different panels here that you could pre-program with some stuff when you're coming in to do your podcast. And again, Beta House Studio is not just about podcasting. We love it. It's fun. But there's a lot of stuff you can record here in the studio. For example, if you want to do a masterclass course and teach people how to do podcasting, you could do that here. If you want to come in and record an audiobook because you've been working on that manuscript forever and it's time to get that thing rolling and you know that people love listening to books too, you can come in and record your audiobook. We do voiceover work. Obviously, anything that records with a microphone, we're in good shape. You can also come in and do video FAQs for your website because you keep answering the same questions for your clients over and over and over again. And we can help take care of that for you by recording it once, and you can keep funneling them back to your website. Okay. There's so many different things you could do for YouTube and social media. Everything you can record here. And we can do big microphones like this, and we have little hidden lapels and everything. Everything you might need, we've got here. So don't worry about buying equipment and setting up a studio space in your home or your office. Just come in, produce your awesome content, and we'll send you out the door with your files, and you can do whatever you want with them. All right, and use them to improve your business, to increase your outreach, and to be that trusted source that your clients need. And if it's through a podcast like this today, I hope this example has been helpful for you. But if you've got questions about other stuff, make sure just to drop us a message, contact us, give us a phone call here at the office. That's area code 619-356-1442. All right. And Pacific time, we'd love to talk to you 9 to 5 and answer any questions you might have. But have a good day, and we'll see you in the studio.